What's going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. Today is August 1st, and in typical fashion, on the first day of the month, we're going to talk about the statues I received the prior month and what statues we can expect this month. So, last month was pretty slow, I felt, due to basically port being congested and shipping times being increased and both in time and cost. I just had a statue now that they had quoted me $750 for. 4 days later, come back to say it increased by $400. I'm like, oh my gosh, more than a 50% increase. So it took them 4 days to respond to me and send me the invoice, though. So I'm asking them if they could just honor their original one. I don't think they will. But during the month of August, we definitely got some great pieces in the collection, one of which I'm already selling. First thing we got was the Annabelle prop doll. This is something I had sort of wanted to buy for quite some time. I didn't want to pay the $500 price tag. And eventually, as my horror collection was coming together and I couldn't find anything good to put in this giant spot, because a 1/3 didn't look good, a life size looked too small for, like a bust. And eventually I came to the conclusion that I wanted Annabelle, and I found her for a great deal. I got her for $340 shipped, and retail was $500 plus shipping and tax. I have my glass shelf, which I have the Demon Tarot card, the warning sign, the warn sign, her sitting in a little rocking chair, even got a little lock down there, and then I just put the 1/10 and some props above. But overall, I'm real happy with this. I feel like this is one of the best bang for your buck statues or prop replicas I've ever bought. For $340, this thing's amazing, and I'm really happy with how it looks in the display. So definitely very happy with that purchase. And the other one we bought was King Art's Loki helmet. Now, originally, I wanted to buy this if I was going to have the Loki bust without a Loki helmet, because I didn't think I was going to get the Loki helmet. But so I pre-ordered it, put a deposit down of like $200, and then I got the Loki helmet, and then they wanted to charge me for this. And so I bought it, and I put it in the display, and it looked okay, but it's still just too cluttered. And so I've decided to sell this, only for the reason of it just looks like it's too cluttered. It is an amazing prop replica, and I do like it a lot, but it doesn't fit anywhere else in my collection outside of the Loki display. And it just looks too cluttered and a little redundant having so many helmets. So this one I am selling. So if anyone is interested, do contact me. $700 shipped. It's yours. I'll probably just be listing it on eBay, though, since nobody seems to want this. But on eBay, it's going for $850, but I'll go cheaper than that. Another great piece we got, and this is a little statue display update for you guys, because you noticed that Caesar's no longer there. He is now here. Boom. So I moved Troy, and I'll show you Troy in a sec, but we put Caesar in here. Alexa, turn on movie statue room lights. So basically the glass shelf, which is a little bit deeper than the previous Troy column. Not a ton, but, about 3-4 inches. And I do have him on a slight riser, so he's at least as tall as this garage shelf. The light's right above him. I do like the look of Caesar next to the Raptor bust. I feel like they pair way better than Troy did next to the Raptor, because Troy has nothing to do with Jurassic. Where at least Caesar, is like they're both animals. The 1/4 underneath. But this is definitely one of my favorites I received during the month. Waited about 100 days for this bad boy. But he turned out amazing. He's incredibly lifelike. And just an overall absolutely amazing life-size bust. Very big, but, has a good big presence, especially because he's wide up at the shoulders. You can tell he's, not like a fat monkey. He's a little bit more ripped. Because he has, like big traps, big broad shoulders, and whatnot. So it's a really nice piece, and I really do love Caesar. I thought they did that character real justice in the movies. So definitely one of my favorite acquisitions of the month. And then another one we got, which is something I've always wanted and eventually pulled the trigger, was Ecc Gremlin. So this one came out amazing. Definitely very happy to have it in the collection. I feel like it should have been here a long time ago. It just fits in so well with the collection. So I would say it's between this and Caesar, my two favorite that arrived during the month. I probably like this overall more than Caesar. I mean, Caesar looks a little bit more realistic, but this just looks cooler. I mean, look at it. I mean, Caesar's a monkey. This is a gremlin. Obviously, a gremlin looks cooler. And this one is just incredible. So definitely one of the highlights. We also did get this nun art, canvas art painting. And this looks really cool. Very happy with that. That was the prop. And then, of course, the Warren prop. So I like both of those, actually. I feel like they're both really cool. So very happy with that. And then let me just verify. I cannot remember it all. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Alexa, turn on video game statue room lights. Let me show you guys Troy. Basically, I put them right here. So I moved the glass shelves. And because Troy really doesn't take a ton of depth, I felt like it works right here. It really doesn't take a ton of space, as you can see. I still have plenty of walking space. And I put the shield above with my Troy poster. Underneath, I did God of War, Kratos' swords, and then the God of War poster, and then the 1/4 Troy. And we just put the Troy thing in the movie back there. Can't really fit it here. But I feel like this does work and it looks cool. Gives me a, God of War is Greek themed, obviously. Kratos from Greece. But I think this looks cool. I like it. It's a little separator from Lord of the Rings, but just a tiny little Greekish themed right here with the columns. I mean, I could have put Troy next to the Converse Skullcrawler, but I want to have them on the columns. But again, these aren't my best, that's probably my least favorite bust, so it doesn't deserve the highlight of where it was before. That's why Caesar's there. Where here, I can come over if I want to look at it. Granted, you want to look at the entire bust, not focus on the face, because the face is one of the worst parts, just because it's sculpts off, it's a greasy face. So you want to look at the entire bust, not the face. Even this ARH, the face sucks, but the entire statue looks awesome. So that's why I like this here, because I'm not trying to look at their face, because if I look at the face, I'll be disappointed. I want to look at the entire piece as a whole and be like, oh, that's awesome. So we got one last piece that we did receive during the month. Waited quite some time, and that is Reborn Frieza. This did come out better than I expected, and I do like it quite a bit. Will I keep it? Will be determined how good KD Frieza turns out when I get that in hand. I will determine at that moment if I want to sell that, keep that. So that's all we received during the month. So I would say it was a slower month. I was expecting a lot more, but due to shipping delays, port delays, statue delays, they did not arrive. Prime One's been having so many delays lately, it's not even funny. But during the month of August, it's possible we could get 2 Dragon Ball Z statues. I don't think they will arrive during the month because of how long shipping's been taking. And unless I was to do EMS or DHL, and pay double the price, I don't think it's worth paying double shipping to get it, within 5 days versus 2 months, because the moment you get the statue, you forget about the wait. But you pay extra, you're out the money forever. But we do have KD Goku, Namek Goku, that's shipped. Normally it would arrive within a month, so it would arrive during the month of August, but due to port delays, I probably won't get it till September or October. Transcendent Studio Androids was supposed to ship last week. Well, I still haven't received shipping invoice, but I assume it's going to be shipping this month. Definitely won't receive it this month unless we do the express shipping. But one of the first statues we will be getting, because I already have one of the boxes, is Black Hand. So I got him actually over there. You guys saw one box. I'm waiting on the second box. So they did ship the second box. different method. They shipped it USPS EMS, which takes about 12 business days right now. Where the other one they shipped DHL, which took 3. So I got to wait triple the time to get the second box, which has the base and a bunch of the accessories. But we will definitely be getting Black Hand, and I'm very excited because here he looks amazing. Just looking at the body of him, like his face and his arm tattoo looks amazing. So definitely looking forward to that. Those are probably the only 2 statues that we'll receive in the video game realm. It is possible we could get the Fell Beast by Iron Studios. That's set to ship between August and September now. So we did see some in hands like a month or 2 ago from China. But we are waiting on that. So it's possible that will arrive. The other thing I think I'll get is going to be Prime 1 Drift. It's been in transit for about a month and a half now. So I'm pretty sure it's already landed in the US. It's just at the port right now. So if they can declutter that port, declog it, then we will get Drift for sure. So yeah, he's been in transit for quite some time now. I would say the very first piece we'll be getting, Black Hand, I won't get the second box yet, but will be Lurt's bust. Right now, tracking, it did show Tuesday, now it's showing Wednesday. But for sure getting Lurt's bust this in the next few days. So it's out of customs, it's in transit, should be arriving in the next few days. Very, very excited for this one. I think it could become one of my top favorite busts in my collection. So that piece that I told you guys where the shipping price increased substantially was Infinity Studios' Batman. I was quoted about $750 in shipping, and then they increased it to $1,200. But it took them 4 days to respond to me, so it could have increased in those 4 days. So I'm trying to see if they'll honor their original quote. I doubt they will. If not, I either A, have to fork out another $400, or cancel it, or wait until shipping prices go down, which, how often do they go down? It probably will never go down. So I'd have to order it through a different retailer who would take a year to get me my Batman, according to them. So pay $400, get it in a week, pay it, or we get it through a more local retailer and it'd take about a year. So it's a really annoying situation. I wish they would have just sent me the shipping invoice immediately when they quoted me the $750, so then I could have it. Probably could have had it by now. They took too long. Their customer service isn't the best. Infinity Batman, I believe, was the only piece in here. I mean, I know the Mosasaurus is en route to me, but I don't think I'll get it this month. I think that's probably more of a November, December, considering how long it takes to get that. So I don't think that will arrive anytime soon. But I do think Rotunda T-Rex, that shipped same time as Drift. So that, I think, could arrive during the month of August. I'm pretty sure it's at the port right now. But I do think it could arrive during the month of August. Likely it's going to be the 3rd or 4th week. Unless all of a sudden the ports get declogged, much sooner. But I think we'll get it towards the end of August. The only other thing potentially we could get would be Prime 1 Studios' Joker Ledger 1/3. I did do the faster shipping method on Joker. It wasn't too much more expensive, so I wanted to get that quicker. So if that actually does release this month, as advertised, then I would get it this month just because I did do express shipping. I really wanted to get that one quicker. So, yeah, hopefully that one does arrive, because that one does look amazing in all the photos. Another one I'm pretty confident will ship this month is going to be Vader Bust by Sideshow. It's been delayed several months, and I think that's just due to the shipping. But obviously, it's like the final piece I need for this entire wall, as you can see. So it's obviously a big empty spot there. I'd like to fill it with the most iconic villain of the last 50 years. Another one I anticipate arriving is Prime 1 Red Sonja. This is one I only pre-ordered very recent, but it does show as shipping between July to August. I know it's been finished production for quite some time. It was obviously just on a ship going to Sideshow. So very excited to get Red Sonja. So she should be arriving hopefully in the next few weeks. I am getting another piece, but I do want to keep it a surprise. I'm not sure if I'll keep it or not, but it is coming to the collection. It's either going to go right there or right there. Likely right there. And then we are going to be getting, here's Black Hand. Prime 1 Raptor. That should arrive hopefully this week. That thing's been in transit for, I swear, 4 months now. We're going to put it right here. Eventually, most likely I'll remove all Jurassic here and do Godzilla vs. Kong bust, so I could do the diorama in the middle of the room. And I was thinking of moving, if they fit, the Dilophosaurus and Raptor right there. You know, I think I might be able to fit them both there. Maybe. I will try it, though, because I will need the space if I'm going to do Godzilla vs. Kong bust and then have the diorama right here. But the 1/6 Raptor we're getting, very excited, looks amazing. And then what will probably be one of my favorite pieces during the month if Rotunda doesn't arrive is going to be Nun Bust. This should arrive hopefully this week. Just waiting for it to hit customs. I'm really hoping it arrives this week though. But Nun Bust by Blue Box Hyper, obviously the final piece in this particular display. You know, I got everything ready with the art print and everything, so very, very excited to get her. I think she looks absolutely amazing, one of the creepiest looking busts out there. So very, very excited. I'll probably be getting a few prop replicas in as well, but I'm not going to talk about them. But yeah, I'm very excited to get Nun Bust. I think she's going to just turn out absolutely amazing. So hopefully we can get her in this week. She hasn't hit customs yet, but I'm hoping by tomorrow or the next day she will, and then arrive towards the later half of the week. And that is about it. The only other piece potentially shipping soon is Big Chap, but he'll take 3 months to arrive because I'm doing economy shipping. But yeah, that's basically it though, folks. Unless I'm forgetting something. I'm doing this all off memory, by the way. That is basically what is arriving during the month of August. So definitely should be a lot more jam-packed than what July was. Yeah, I do see August as being a good month. So very, very exciting things coming to the collection soon. But let me know what you guys think. If you guys got any awesome statues arriving during the month. Definitely looking forward to getting in Lurtz and Nun, Rotunda. You know, those are my big three, I would say. Unless Prime 1 Joker shows, but I don't think it will. We haven't seen any Chinese in-hand picks yet. But those are my three most anticipated, I would say, is Nun, Lurtz, Rotunda. Anyways, folks, that is it. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.